Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to give me this after each sentence? Well, we need a change. We have heard that from Obama, we have heard that from McCain. But you heard this morning that Immunotec is making the change. Immunotec is always one step ahead, right? Ever since I met Jim Northrop at Immunotec, I was impressed by his scientific mind. I was surprised because I didn't expect it. In fact, back at my department at the National Cancer Research Center in Heidelberg, I would have been glad if I had a man like that in my department. Jim Northrop would have been a great scientist, but unfortunately I'd chosen a different path. What a loss of talent. But above all, Jim Northrop is a great leader, and that is why he is president and CEO of Immunotec. Now, Jim Northrop has looked already at 1,000 different details of our company, but I know that there is one priority very high on his mind, and this priority is your well-being. Jim Northrop's priority is you. Jim Northrop invited us in a room to look at the company and to identify rooms of improvement and identify the priorities for the future. And it was amazing, whatever angle we took, whatever angle we looked at Immunotec, it was quite clear that there was only one priority, and this priority is you. And very soon, I'm sure, you will feel the benefits of this change, and you will love Jim Northrop for what he is doing for you. I'm very, very sure of that. Now, a part of all the change, there are certain things which remain constant. Immunotec has been a science-based company, and it will remain a science-based company. I mean, many of you may remember half a year ago in January, we have had a press release where we announced that we successfully completed the first placebo-controlled clinical trial of Immunotec, and that we have successfully published the results of that trial in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. Now, I think it's quite clear that placebo-controlled clinical trials are the gold standard of any test of the effectivity of a health product. I recently saw in the website of another company that they also announced that they have completed a clinical trial and that they are planning to publish that in a peer-reviewed journal. That reminds me of people saying, well, my candidate will be the next president of the United States. 50% of the people who are saying that are wrong, inevitably. And I bet my boots that this may also apply to other people saying, I plan to publish this in a peer-reviewed journal. We did it, we have accomplished it, and we are again one step ahead of anybody else. I think that's quite important. Now also, as Ken mentioned, we're actually successful in getting the approval of the government for a claim that Immunocal is effective in maintaining a strong immune system. I think this is important because, again, no other companies can make that claim. Again, we are ahead of anybody else. I think Immunocal has many different health benefits, and at Immunotec we are pursuing, in fact, the various different health benefits which have not yet been fully exploited. But its benefits for the immune system are still probably the most important one. You all know that the benefit for the immune system is based on the fact that the immune system needs a certain level of glutathione. And we have shown many years ago, in fact 10 years ago, back at my department at Heidelberg, that the level of the cysteine precursor, the glutathione precursor cysteine, decreases with age. It starts already at age 30 and decreases way to the 9th and 10th decade of life. That is the reason why the older we are, the more we are likely to see the immediate difference if you take Immunocal. We see the immediate benefits of taking Immunocal. Well, there is, of course, this young 25-year-old healthy subject, a young man, let's say, who has this practically optimal level of glutathione, and who is taking Immunocal for a couple of weeks, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and he will tell us that he doesn't feel any difference. Whether he takes it or not, it doesn't make a difference. So as a pragmatic person, I normally would say, well, if you don't see a difference, then stop taking it. Why are you taking it? Well, but on the basis of my work in Heidelberg, I know that there is a different truth. We have studied these healthy young persons with relatively high, that means optimal levels of glutathione and cysteine, and we found, in fact, that they have optimal levels of glutathione most of the time, but once in a while, for unknown reasons, they showed a significant decrease in glutathione. And interestingly, each of these episodes of decreasing glutathione was associated with a decrease in immune cells. So the young healthy subjects don't feel this. This is not really something they know about. They eventually get, once in a while, the common cold. That is because of this. But they get over it. So do they need Immunocal? Well, in our modern times of globalization, the real hazards come from far away, like HIV infection, SARS, Asian flu virus, and so on. And the incidence of these global epidemics increases with time. And due to the rapid transport systems, the epidemics which are generated, let's say, in East Asia, get into the airplane to San Francisco, to New York, and eventually they are in the